Good afternoon. It is Everton Daily Live. Charlotte and myself. Oh my God. Where did that hat come from? I honestly didn't know there was a hat.
Do you like it?
It's a Christmas hat in Everton.
And it's blue.
Everton, cool. We are, of course, wearing our Christmas jumpers because it's December the 2nd. And once December hits, I'm in. I'm fully in.
I've had the tree up for
Except
weeks.
No one changed the calendar.
No one changed the... What?
No one changed the calendar.
And I had a Christmas dinner the other day.
We should have done like an Everton Advent calendar. I feel like James should have.
Oh my gosh, that would have been such a good idea.
I feel like James should have got
like
that,
a player a day or something.
Yeah, I feel like James should have got that sorted out ages ago.
Wait, why? What would it consist of?
It would consist of meeting the volume down. It would consist of like every day a door opening, and it'd be like a player related to that
or a moment
to that number.
How about we do 12 days of Christmas?
All right.
And now we've got a bit of time to.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, James. James,
what would you?
You're supposed to be able to read my mind.
What would you pick for number 2? Nathan Patterson.
Tony Hibbert. Tony Hibbert. Tony Hibbert. That felt like a really fake laugh. Really fake laugh. It did feel really fake. It felt really fake. It was like ha ha ha.
That genuinely made me laugh.
This is the laugh I put on when I'm with Ryan Rooney. Anyway.
You're horrible to me.
I'm not horrible to you at all.
Hark now, hear the angel Toffees sing.
We did a really good Christmas jumper with James Tarkowski 2 years ago.
Did you?
It was him and Connor Cody, and it was like based on Die Hard.
I've never watched it.
But obviously, we can't use that Christmas jumper again because Connor Cody obviously no longer plays for Everton.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad one.
The king was.
It was better than Dwight
born
McNeil's
today.
last year.
Oh.
But not as good as anywhere near as good as James Rodriguez, which I feel like you can continue to wear the James Rodriguez Christmas jumper because he's like eternally an Everton player.
Yeah.
Because he left us and went to like nondescript football clubs.
Yeah.
Like he
So you can forgive it. Yeah.
He peaked at Everton, and because it was such a moment in time, I think you're allowed to.
It's very iconic, isn't it?
Yeah. Obviously, Everton are playing tonight.
Oh my gosh, how scary.
Everton are playing tonight in a place that I don't know. It just seems like
a park or something.
A place that you just can't, like Bournemouth is just one of those places where I just feel like
it's not real.
It's not real. It's too far away. It's practically France.
Sorry, was that a fake laugh?
Yeah, massively a fake laugh. I'm onto your fake laugh now.
Okay.
No, DJ Joe Barr. We are in December. Once November. No, for me. Once December hits, there's no rules. It's fully Christmas.
Oh my gosh, it's the second, like, we're on our way to Christmas.
There's so much misery in the world. You've got to have Christmas or your corresponding religious festival.
Just the Christmas cheer and like...
Yeah. You've got to, because otherwise the world is amazing. Emma, unfortunately...
We just talking about that.
Unfortunately, the manufacturers knocked back James's idea for Christmas jumper. They felt like there was just too much going on.
I liked my idea the most.
I don't remember your idea.
Right, okay. Well, it was Jack Grealish holding the signs from Love Actually.
Oh, yeah. Would it have to have been like one of the... Would that have been one of those shirts that when you moved, the thing changed?
Yeah,
remember that as a kid with the ruler?
Yeah.
Did you have those things? Did you even have rulers as kids? I don't know. Maybe you just had like...
I just do straight lines, like...
No, digital, like some kind of digital thing.
Like a laser.
Yeah, like a laser for rulers. Yeah.
No, I had a ruler.
Okay. Yeah, that'd been quite cool. But mine might have been quite expensive.
Jack Grealish is expensive.
I know, but that's the problem though. If Jack doesn't stay, we can't make more sales of that.
So many people have been complaining about him this week. Have you seen the drama? Saying he's not... Yeah, he's the problem at Everton. I was like, that's hilarious.
There has always been this thing amongst Evertonians, and it goes back a long time, of the best players can't do any right. And the players who are absolutely bang average are like, oh yeah, but look how hard he works, and look how like, you know, he used to be rubbish and now he's only a little bit less rubbish.
Yeah.
And there is this weird thing of like really bang average players never get anyone critiquing. I won't say abuse, critiquing them, but the best players, it's like, don't do anything.
They should be scoring by now.
Don't do anything.
Loads.
Don't just stand around. Just like, don't do it. I don't know why the old people all talk like this who do, but it's such a weird thing.
Do you think it's sort of that thing that you said where because they're so good, you don't want to admit they're that good? Like you're scared of talking them up too much?
Maybe. There is a thing amongst Evertonians, and we've all fallen into the trap of you don't want to love someone too much.
Yeah.
So, like, players who you almost know will leave, you just don't want to get too attached to them because you're thinking they'll leave. So Grealish is a Man City player, so maybe that's why people are like, God. I heard someone last night on the radio say get rid of him in January.
Okay, that's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Isn't it?
That's silly.
So forget about like literally the whole back four. Forget about like certain members of the midfield. Forget about strikers not scoring. Jack Grealish is the problem, apparently, according to some people. That is just mad.
Yeah.
But it is a thing. It's not like a new thing. It's been a thing for as ever as I can remember. It's like, as long as you're running around and you're working hard a little bit, it's like, no, where are the standards?
Yeah.
Jack Grealish is an incredible footballer. You've seen his work rate last Monday night at Man United. He barely ever loses the ball. And yet people are giving him stick. I don't get it.
I think it's just because he's not scoring, like, he's only scored once, and I think people are expecting him to, like, work miracles, but he's playing with, like, Mikalenko, who's just not giving him many options, and you can tell he just doesn't really want to. I don't know. I think the main thing is that people saying that he's like slowing everything down, but when he's got no other options, what is he supposed to do? Like,
I don't even think he's slowing everything down. I think that's just the way he plays. And if we had a fullback who could run past him, we'd be sorted. And we don't have a fullback. Like, the left back, in my opinion, needs replacing.
Yeah.
I'm sure other people agree with me in that.
Yeah.
He's a solid footballer, but we can't just have solid footballers. We need good footballers. The only way the team's ever going to get better, isn't it? If we have better footballers. Sort of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And yet people want to slag Jack Grealish off. I find that really incredible. I really do. I really do. Does he need to shoot more? Yes.
Yeah.
Does he maybe need to quicken up the play a little bit? Yes.
Well, I think Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, I feel he's kind of broken through now that fear of not wanting to have a shot, because it felt like for ages he'd been the best opportunity and he'd pass it to someone else because he wasn't nervous. I don't know. He just was reluctant to have a go. And now that, you know, he had that moment against Man United and then obviously against Newcastle, he got that one and it was really great finish and he was under pressure and he just decided to have a go, and I think he's really broke through that nervousness, the fear around
just shooting.
Yeah.
And also, like, going back to like Jack Grealish is what he is. It's not like, I think people were expecting him to, he's a 30-year-old player who's been around for a while, and he's not like a lightning footballer anymore. He just plays the way he plays. And if he had a fullback next to him,
I'd say he doesn't have many options.
No, he doesn't.
Really. So he ends up like holding onto the ball for a while, and that's what people are complaining about, that he's holding onto the ball, slowing the play down, and then puts himself into a worse position. But it's because there's no one else around him to help him out who he sees good enough. So yeah, it is frustrating.
He's been playing like at Man City as well, where there's a particular blueprint of how to play, and that's going to stick with him. It's like, you don't give the ball away. Don't get me wrong, I'd like him to put the ball in quicker and just now and again throw a cross in and have a shot. But for people to blame him and want to send him back to Manchester City, it's like, we shouldn't have nice things then. We shouldn't, should we? We shouldn't have nice things.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be allowed nice things if this is how it started with Lukaku. I could never understand the hatred of Lukaku. As long as the lad put the ball in the net, I didn't care. People were like, he's lazy, or people would be like, he's just said this and he's just said that, and it's like, mate, scores goals. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like if we had like Lukaku when he was at his best, now we'd be in the top 4 easily this season. And that's the difference. People should be very careful what they wish for, because better will get you.
Better watch out.
You better watch out.
I just think people love complaining, don't they? And they want to find someone to blame. And just for some reason, it's Jack Grealish. I don't know. I mean, I feel like people say that Pickford's a terrible goalie and stuff all the time. I mean, I thought he was amazing against Man United. He had a bit of a stinker against Newcastle, as we saw. But I don't know. Like, everyone just loves complaining about good players because you can't have a nice thing, can you?
You can't have a nice thing.
No.
Craig, Jack Grealish didn't unbalance Everton. He didn't put Everton's best player in a different position. And Jai can play on the right and has scored goals from
As
the
we've
right
seen,
and assisted from the right. So now we've got 2 good players. What do you want? Just one? But you're the one who's normally complaining about it all being crap. And we've got a good player. And it's mad. Honestly, people are mad. People are mad. Why not focus on the players? Not like, I'm not talking about like having a go at them, but why don't people focus on like the players who seriously we need to replace? That we seriously need to replace.
Yeah.
Instead of bigging up. Like Michael Keane, right? Michael Keane's had a decent season, right?
Yeah.
But he's not like being some kind of revelation. He hasn't suddenly found pace. He's not absolutely amazing. He's just been a little bit better than people expected. But because of that, it's like, I've heard people go, well, Branthwaite will struggle to get back. And it's like, no, what are you talking about? Branthwaite will not struggle to get back in the team. He will literally moonwalk back into the team because he's much better than them two. But, like, it's so weird. It's so weird how people don't get onto the fact that we need much better players.
Yeah.
And they will make the players who are already good will be better because they have other better players. Grealish and Dewsbury Hall, when you watch them sort of playing off each other, you can see that they like playing together because they are both good footballers. So they like that. And it's just, it's weird. I just don't. There's a lot of things there can be a lot of things to complain about Everton at times, but Jack Grealish isn't one of them. You can pick things and just literally go, oh, Jack, I wish you'd shot
No one's
there.
perfect, are they? And like, Jack Grealish isn't perfect, but he's not the thing we should be most worried about right now. Far from it.
No.
Like, he was not the problem against Newcastle at all. Although I did look at him and he was just standing by himself for a lot of it. I don't know. It just felt like...
Maybe he was cold.
Maybe he was cold.
It was very cold on Saturday.
It was, my toes were...
It was very cold. It was like the first test event that I went to, where there was like, what was the 10,000 there? And it was like, and I got COVID that night. And it was just freezing, but it was even colder because there was only 10,000. There was nobody else there, so there was like no heat circulating.
Yeah.
Saturday was very,
and then
very
as
cold.
the stadium was emptying at like the 60th minute, I was freezing because like obviously there weren't as many people around. I don't know about you, but like where I was sat, like there was so many empty seats.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to come on to the stadium a little bit about the stadium in a minute, especially like people leaving early and stuff. But Saturday was just terrible, wasn't it?
I was in the foulest mood. Like, I was in the worst mood. You couldn't have caught me. And I was really hungry as well. And so there was just a lot. Did
you not have any of the festive bites? No?
No, I didn't. Because I'm trying to have money to buy Christmas presents and stuff. So I didn't. No, sorry, I didn't.
Didn't your dad buy you some?
No.
Why not?
He offered and I was like, no, don't worry. It's fine, even though I was starving.
Why did you just let your dad buy some food?
Just feel bad.
Why? He's your dad?
I've got a hair in my eye. Oh, I got it.
That's not the reason. Your dad is your dad. He'll buy you food and he won't feel...
He offered.
So why don't you just eat
I was like,
something?
no, I'm fine. So, yeah, Saturday was just...
Yeah.
Pretty... What are you writing?
I'm just writing something for myself so I don't forget it.
Can I see?
No, because I will speak to you about it, like, literally during the show.
Oh.
But there's thoughts in my mind. I don't want to lose them. So while you're talking and taking the focus off me, I am writing them down. But now you've put the focus on me by saying that.
You know, in football, when they, like, pass notes to each other and put them in their sock.
Yeah.
I want to make a video about like my favorite like weird things about football, and that's one of them. And how they all speak like this.
Yeah.
I talk like
so
that.
the camera doesn't catch them.
Yeah, I think that's so funny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it is funny. It is funny. The whole doing this so no one can see.
It's like at school.
It is pure nonsense.
It
is
is
absolutely pure nonsense. Like we're all lip readers. Like they're all like.
Yeah. And it's like Sean Dyche's dance again against Liverpool. Did you see what he was doing at the side? And they've like made it into such a meme.
I've not seen
he was
that.
like this, like that. It's so funny.
No, it probably is. I just haven't seen it.
I'll have to show you it later.
Clearly TikTok.
It really tickled me.
Clearly a TikTok thing. Some people on the comments, yeah, fullbacks. I was screaming it all summer. I was like a lone voice screaming about a right back.
Yeah.
And but we need a left back as well, because
yeah,
because we do. We need a left back, and we have been linked with Anthony Robinson, who I don't know if you remember Anthony Robinson when he played for Everton. He was a very good player, and we've been linked to him. He plays for Fulham now, so we've been linked to him. I remember going to watch him with Baz with the under-21s, and afterwards we got to interview David Unsworth, who was the then coach of the under-21s, and we were like, "Oh, he had a really good game." He was like, "Yeah," he was like proper excited about him. He was like, "Yeah, he was unbelievable, wasn't he, Baba? He's dead good."
Wait, no, I do know. Sorry, what am I talking about? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
My brother.
You dumbed yourself down there for a second.
No, sorry, I don't know. Yeah, I do know.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like trying to imagine them in my head, but yeah, I do know them.
I went to Baltic Market once, and
was he there?
He was there, and I walked over to him and started talking to him, and he went to me, "I'm not who you think I am," and I went, "You are," and he went, "No, you think I'm Trent," and I went, "I don't. You're Anthony Robinson. You play for Everton. I've watched you loads of times with the 21s," and he was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, you don't know who I am, so behave."
Ooh.
I didn't say that.
You were thinking it.
No, what I actually said was, I went, "It's sort of my job to know who you are," and he went, "Oh," and he was like, "Yeah," and his mate was like laughing because he'd obviously took pictures with people thinking he was Trent. And like he'd done it like "Oh yeah, I'm Trent," like to take the mick, and I was like, "No, and I know you're not. I know who you are." And he was like, "Oh."
Was he like starstruck that someone knew who he was?
I don't know if that's. He was a little bit like, "Oh, you know
like
who I am."
taken aback kind of thing.
And he was alright. I had a little chat with him. So
I rate him. He's really hard working, and I think he has done.
He's a good player. He gets up and down the pitch. He's better than Michalenko in terms of attacking, and that's what we need. If we want the best out of Jack Grealish, we need an attacking one. If there is any truth of us going for him, he's 28, so I don't know about that side of things, but I would definitely.
Is he bad with injuries though?
He has picked up a lot of injuries recently.
Injuries as well.
He's picked up a lot of injuries in the last year or so. But he's trying to get back into the World Cup. He's USA international, isn't he? Even though he's from Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
So he'll be trying to get himself fit for that. So maybe that's where it's come from. But Saturday was just awful, wasn't it? Everything about it was just awful. Like,
yeah, and then you saw Tieno Barry like scored, and I cheered because I
think we all cheered for him.
No, the bloke next to me was freaking out. He was kicking off saying like, this shouldn't be his first goal, like his first goal should be like the winning goal.
But he got his wish.
Yeah, I know.
He got his wish, didn't he?
Yeah, and I was like, you're an idiot. I was getting like the people I sit around, like, I'm sorry, but do my head in. He was like, I could do better than all of these lot. Like, they're terrible. And I was
Where was he from?
He didn't have a Scouse accent.
I was going to say, you didn't have a Scouse accent.
I know.
Then. Your accent
I don't know if he's like from like the Wirral or somewhere, or like Warrington or something.
To the Wirral! Oh, I love those videos. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah, with the glasses.
To the Wirral!
Yeah.
They're boss, those videos. And have you seen this Precky one? Oh, yeah, I'm not from St. Helens, I'm from Precky. It's just
no, I haven't
boss.
seen that.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't, because he wears that, gets like these face thing, these like filters, but they're amazing. And he's like, no, I'm not from St. Helens, I'm from Precky. But his Wirral ones are the best. To the Wirral!
Yeah, I have seen them.
Yeah, there was an issue. I can't say too much but there was an issue in my row as well with somebody. I'll tell you off air, but I can't really say anything off on it because if I say it on air, obviously we're on YouTube but yeah, like mind blowing. Like someone absolutely blew our minds in what he said.
Really?
Like literally blew our minds. Like it was wild.
Oh, well, you know how I'm quite close to the away fans as well. So Newcastle fans, please keep your shirts on. Like, I'm actually begging you. So there was this one guy dancing like with his top off, and so I filmed it and put it on my TikTok. And I captioned it saying like, enjoying my free halftime show or something. And he commented saying, I'm glad you enjoyed my free halftime show.
Respectful.
And I was like so embarrassed. My TikTok comments are the trenches, honestly.
Speaking of TikTok, Ped, have you seen Charlotte's latest TikTok?
Am I in it?
You're in it.
Cool.
I think you should watch it.
I will watch it, but that's fine.
I feel like your reaction would be funny.
Do you want me to send it to you?
Not right now. Yeah, send me it to me, but I'll watch it later. It's the one I filmed last week.
Yeah.
Has she basically taken what I said and used it in a different context? That's cool. That's okay.
He's onto it.
I haven't seen it. I just know how people's minds work and understand that, you know, they haven't got the creativity to come up with anything decent. I'm only winding you up. She said, do you want to do a TikTok? I said something and that was it. I knew it would be used against me in some form. In some form, I knew it was used against me. But listen, if she wants to use the popularity of this show for her good, then that's fine. I've got no issue with that. I've got no issue with that.
I've sent it to you.
Yeah, it was horrible. Do you know what's weird though? What was weird was like, normally I go to football matches normally quite often, and I am sort of not feeling maybe great. I had no sort of like, there was no, I never felt bad till like literally 12 seconds into that game. Like I went in quite calm, obviously still happy after the Monday night. I wasn't really too worried about anything, and you know, saw the Christmas tree, had a little, even though the weather was terrible outside.
There was no stage or anything. There was no.
No, they got rid of the fan zone.
Yeah.
They've got rid of it.
Yeah.
Fan zone is kaput.
Why?
I don't know. So they do know, but I can't really say. It's cold. There's no fan zone because it's cold. Put it that way.
Yeah,
they replaced it with some kind of Red Bull thing, which is just, I don't know what it is. Don't know whether you just, there's like a red, it's right over. It's like you can't see it. I don't know why they've put it there.
Yeah, I didn't see.
It's like right next to the tower. It's like a Red Bull bar, but you can't actually like sort of see it.
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
I went to the like Christmas tree and stuff, and I was like, where is everything?
Yeah.
Like, but I mean,
it would have been nice, wouldn't it? Because I know Julia's moved inside. To the, what's the bar called upstairs, James?
The
St.
village
Domingo's
or
one?
something.
No, the one that everyone kicked off about. That it was rubbish.
Oh.
The club view.
Yeah.
The Julia's in there now. But I think it would have been nice if they'd left the stage with all the Christmas. Like, we've only got like there's only 2 more games, so there's only 3 games up to Christmas. It would have been nice if there was like somewhere like, I don't know.
I know.
It's nice Christmas. It would have been nice if there's things to go with it. So she's in Club View now, so I don't know when that's coming back, if that's coming back.
I mean, going into the game, I was a bit nervous because obviously Newcastle had just beat Man City. And like we were coming off a win against Man United, obviously a man down. So I was like, oh, maybe we'll go in it with quite a good mindset. But no,
I was all right going in, and normally I'm a bit like, oh, don't really fancy this, or these have just me. I was just like,
calm.
I'm all right, and then even like I don't know, maybe I just blanked my mind out and just didn't.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad.
I don't know, and then like 30 seconds in, we were done, weren't we? So we were cooked.
It was so quick.
It was so bad. So, but. That leads me on to so obviously you mentioned it before, and it was something I wanted to bring up because we didn't really we did talk about it yesterday, but I'd like, you're at a different end of the ground. You because I was listening on the radio on the way home last night, and they were saying like the whole of the... Are you cold?
I'm a bit chilly, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Why didn't you put the radiator underneath you?
Because I was quite warm before.
I'll give you a jumper and everything.
I know, sorry.
You will have seen this. So was the south stand literally just completely empty by the end of the game?
When I was looking across, it looked very, very empty, yeah. And then around me, there were loads of empty seats as well.
Yeah, it's empty seats everywhere. So hang on, let me just put this radiator.
It's on Charlotte now.
Did you stay to the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was one of the only people.
Yeah.
Like me and because my dad never leaves a game early.
Yeah.
Something's gone seriously wrong, and I was thinking I might just go. This is all. I might
just go, but my dad's giving me a lift.
Yeah, I was like, I could get the train. I was just like, this is
But I'd have to pay for
really,
it.
really bad. Yeah, but I'd have to pay for it. And I was like, this is just terrible. And then I'm the people. Yeah, it was just so dead and cold, raining.
Yeah.
But
No, it was horrible. No, because I heard they were talking on the radio last night in someone the south stand being empty, and I heard someone, I don't know if someone rung up or one of the people in the studio, forgive me, I was in and out of Aldi. And when I went into Aldi, Baz was in there buying nappies. There you go.
For himself?
Sure.
Or?
Yeah, he's got to that age. You know what I mean? It's an exciting time of year. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, he could just be sitting there and go, oh no. Oh no. They were talking about it, and people were saying, they were talking about the atmosphere and some of the people getting off, and someone rung up and was properly kicking off. Someone messaged and they were properly kicking off saying, why, how dare people, if you want the team to fight for you, then you've got to stay.
Yeah.
And James, were you there on Saturday? I never even asked you if you'd gone the game.
No, never.
Never got a ticket, no. Did it look bad on telly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it was also... So, what stand would it be looking at from... Because that's always empty, after half time. That always looks bad.
Oh, the hospitality bit? Yeah. It's because everyone's going to get drinks.
The camera's on the east, isn't it? Because the camera's in the west. So does it look at the... So the players come out in the west. So the camera's in... Shows the other bit, doesn't it? So the south to the right and the north.
That looks terrible.
Listen, I'm not going to start. I'm not going to start having a go with people, right? Because there are legitimate issues, right? It's number one, I don't think anyone would have done this at Goodison the way they do it at the new ground. Because Goodison, I don't know what because I heard people saying, basically, if you went downstairs, it wasn't people had got off. They were all just downstairs. So it's the ground is in many ways, is too nice. It's this, people don't feel like it's their ground yet or whatever. So instead of just staying in the seats and watching it, they're just going downstairs because there's a nice bar there and you can get something to eat. It's it's too nice in many ways, which I think is we're not going to make it worse. I mean, come at our time when you need to get to the toilet, that's when it's worse. But the ground I think is just so new and so unfamiliar to people, or there's still that they're just almost I'm not asked. I have no because I think when
emotional attachment.
Yeah, there's no emotional attachment, and there's no emotional attachment to the people who sit around you. So you're not really asked. You don't want to sit there and be maybe you're surrounded by strangers. So you're not really that bothered about staying there because the team are getting beat. And I think that. Do you think that plays a part in
Definitely, because you'd talk to the people around you, wouldn't you, when you were losing, and joke about it, or you'd say what you change, even though it makes no difference at all what you change. But whereas there, all the people around me, I'm literally I'm not talking to any of you. My dad can speak to anyone, and he doesn't talk to any of them.
Yeah.
So it is dead quiet, and then when you do shout something, someone behind you will make a snide comment about you. When I told Njai to turn, that was such a valid point for me to make. And but
it's a classic strategy. Turn.
But yeah, it was just so the atmosphere is dead already. So why, like, when you're losing, why would you want to stay there? And I get it, like, you should, if you're expecting them to pull off a win with no fans cheering them on, and you've got Newcastle as well, who are like losing their minds.
What's the extent of that, though?
No, this is not a new thing, no. This is not a new thing as such. It's a new thing of people going down. Because people wouldn't have gone down in the Gladys Street because, number one, underneath the Gladys Street wasn't, like, nice as such. It's pretty cold.
Yeah.
You might even be able to get a drink anyway after a certain time. I just do feel like... And also, you might be... Because we're all packed together, it might be a little bit warmer. Because we're tight. And because we're, like, spaced out a little bit, I think... Because we're higher in the upper, it's quite cold. But I do think that plays a part in that thing of, like, there's no... It sounds stupid, there's no community spirit. There's no community amongst the fan base. You don't know the people around you, so you're not really asked. Whereas, certainly where I sat in the Gladys, I knew everyone around me, and there was almost that thing of, like, I'm not going downstairs. I'm not leaving early because these will start talking about me.
Yeah.
So there was like definitely like like pockets of communities all over.
Well, like I would always take like selfies with my dad at the game from when I was like 11 or whatever, and then obviously I took one at the last game at Goodison, and it's the same people in the background. Yeah. Do you get what like that is just what it. That's what it was like at Goodison. Yeah. Everyone still there.
Knew each other.
And then in this new definitely.
So that's going to take time. Like I already talked to a few, like I talked to people in front of me because I know a few people that I've known for years. So we might, there's 4 of us already. The fella to the left of me actually spoke to me on Saturday.
Did he?
First words he asked, what did he ask me? He asked me something about, he asked me about the record at Man United. It was the first time someone had won. Or something after having a man sent off or something. Yeah. I was like, yeah. And then he was asking me if Everton had ever won somewhere going down to 10 men. I was like, do you know what? That's a really good question. I'll get back to you. I never did. But it takes time, but I do feel like there's no sense of community. One thing I've noticed, and I've said this before, is there's no atmosphere on the concourses.
Yeah.
So anyone obviously who's in the Gladys Street will know that the atmosphere built on the Gladys Street, underneath, everyone before the game, you'd see the mad videos of all the singing underneath. Yeah. Everyone's chocolate, there's ale. It's like, it's too nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird because I say it's too nice, but also it's rammed. So it's also not a particularly nice place at times underneath the South Stand, because you can't get to the toilet, or you struggle to get like from one end to the other. So there's no atmosphere underneath. There's no singing. And I always thought like that singing started underneath and then come up. I don't think there's anything. I've not been in the lower, which is supposed to be like singing section.
Yeah.
So there's no atmosphere down there, because when I come upstairs, we come to where our escalators are, and I can see.
You have an escalator?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It is nice.
I don't have an escalator.
No, and nor should you. I think we're the only. No, I think we're the only people. Basically, I think what happened was.
You're the only person with an escalator.
No, I think we are basically the only normal stand in the ground with an escalator. I think. But I think what basically happened is that there was going to be all over, and then Everton was skint, and they started making little cutbacks on the ground, and one of the cutbacks was obviously escalators. But because we're in the South Stand, and that's supposed to be like the golden jewel of the ground in terms of normal fans and the bar and everything, they left ours, but everybody else got the knockback, which I think is terrible for a modern ground. Like Club View have to climb about 1 million stairs, and they pay like 1,200 quid.
Yeah.
Like I pay nowhere near that. So, and I looked at the bottom, and there's never anyone down there, which I always find dead weird. There's never there's a few people milling about. It doesn't even look like a proper concourse. It just looks like an area to walk along to go to your seat.
Like customs.
There's like there's like no community about it, and I think this is something Everton are going to have to address. As I said, in our area, I mean, we've got that bar, and it does It is a really good area to stand around, but no one's singing. No one's like getting an atmosphere going. So I do think that's part of the reason.
But what would Everton do? Like sing? I'm telling you to sing now.
No, but I think
it's more on the fans.
I do think it is, but
Everton to do that.
I don't know what they do. Maybe pumping music, pumping songs. Like I don't know, but all I know is when you're down there, you're just standing around, and I just think maybe half an hour before the game start, maybe getting an atmosphere going within the ground, start playing Everton songs. And maybe naturally people start singing them, because when Spirit of the Blues comes on, when we go up, so we go up about 1:45, and they start singing the songs, organically you start singing the song, you sing along to the song.
Yeah.
And when they stop Spirit of the Blues, we always continue.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately on Saturday was stopped by Newcastle scoring a goal.
Yeah.
But we always continue singing, because that's like my favourite Everton song. So we always keep that going. And I just think maybe if you pump music in, maybe with like, it doesn't have to be dead loud, but trying to build an atmosphere downstairs.
I still think I'm bored of hearing like Everton fans being like, yeah, the atmosphere is terrible, and they're not going to do anything about it themselves.
No, I do appreciate that. And that's where, again, Everton, I do believe Everton have made a mess of the South Stand lower. I do believe, personally, that should have been for the absolute hardcore, and they should have give the 1878 whatever they needed to make that part of the ground amazing. Like, we're literally not getting the first flag display till the Arsenal game. Like, that's half of a season for something that we've been used to for the last few. So the stadium for the first 3 months of the season, 4 months of the season, has been pretty much just a real, not negative, but just neutral place. It's like they've basically gone, we're going to give you no help, and we're going to try and create this atmosphere which doesn't exist. And an atmosphere doesn't just organically come about. All those people like we spoke about, they're all new to each other, and they're being asked to create an atmosphere. And it's weird, because I just feel like the South Stand lower, they've made a mess of it anyway, because people down there, like when you hear people saying, like telling other people to sit down, like that should never happen. That South Stand lower should have been for the absolute hardcore of like people from the Gladys Street or whatever who understand it's all about creating an atmosphere. They should have got the 1878 involved in that. They should have given them whatever they needed for flags, for tifos, whatever they needed. And everyone get an understanding of that's what that was for, and that's to generate an atmosphere, and that's where the songs are going to come from, and whatever they needed, they're going to get. And we're now in December, and the atmosphere is so flat in the ground. It is incredibly flat. There's no point lying about it, is there? There's no point going, we're amazing. Newcastle fans just sung their hearts out for most of that game.
But they don't count. Like, I'm sorry, they're a different breed.
No, but why are they a different breed? We have away fans to do that, though. You heard our fans at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
So we have to come up with a way of transferring. And this has been a problem. Is right. We've had this problem for years with atmospheres, and we had a chance to have a blank slate and start again. And I don't feel like we've taken it. But what we have to do is before it gets too away from us, before it goes the other way, and it's like, it's rubbish in here, and people stop going. Because people will stop going the game. You know, people will go, this is rubbish. The football's rubbish. I'm paying an extortionate amount. It feels too commercial, it feels too executive. There isn't an organic feel of going to match, and people are going to go, because the leaving early part is a big symptom of that. It's basically saying, I'm not getting value for the money I'm spending, I'm going home. And that's a big part of it. If other clubs not too far away from here were 3-0 down, even at half time, they go, and you can, it's horrible to admit, but a lot of the time, maybe not recently, but loads of times they'll have gone, you know what, if we roll up our sleeves and do our job, then maybe something like the Crystal Palace game, right? We're 2-0 down at half time. If our fans had just decided we're going home, we could be in the Championship now.
Yeah.
But we didn't. It was a big game. Our fans were like, let's get on. We need to get this atmosphere going. We get a goal, we end up winning 3-2. All right, so Saturday's different. But for everyone to just say, I'm getting off.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Do you know what I mean?
I've always stayed for every single game, and I've seen some awful games. Like, I never leave early, but I understand why people want to leave. It's cold. You're paying a lot of money. You're surrounded by people you don't know. And, like, especially if you go to the games by yourself, I do get it. I do get why you'd want to leave early. But obviously, I don't know what the club could do. I mean, yeah, they could help out with the 1878, but it's... at the end of the day, it's down to the fans, and it's all good and well saying like, oh, everyone just needs to create more of an atmosphere. Then just do it. Like,
well, I disagree with you though. I think there's loads of things the club could do. I think the club could make it cheaper inside for people to come into the ground.
But with such a big stadium and with the amount of staff that they have to have on, with the amount of stuff going on,
I couldn't care less.
So are we going to get like Everton fan volunteers?
No,
to work these
they're
things?
just excuses to me. They're just excuses.
It's not. It's just like economically, that is just how things work.
That's nonsense. I don't agree. I don't agree with that.
Obviously, I had that with Goodison because it was so much smaller. There wasn't as much going on.
No, it's just greed. It's what it is. It's just greed. Just pure
to fund such a big place like that.
It's greed.
It's not.
It's greed. It's just greed. Oh, it is. If a place over the road can charge less for beer and less for food, then Everton can charge less for food. No one can tell me £6.50 for a donut is acceptable in this day and age. No one can tell me 3 pieces of chicken with chips is £11.
When you go to festivals and
it's
stuff
not a
like
festival,
that,
it's a football match though.
No, but it's the atmosphere though.
But there isn't an atmosphere.
It's a day out.
It's not a day out.
It is.
Going to football isn't a day out.
That's how.
No, it's not.
But that, like, commercially, that's how they're going.
Commercially, they've got it wrong. No, but they have though. I mean,
yeah, no, obviously it's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah,
Going the match isn't a day out, and it never will be a day out.
Yeah.
The minute it becomes a day out, Everton, then it's dead. It's dead. The minute Everton becomes a day out, it's not a day out. Going a match is part of your life, and you expect some things back. Some things back, like not having to pay extortionate prices for food. So I won't buy any food in the ground because it's too expensive, when I can go over the road and get it much cheaper and probably get better food and better service. Everton have got to come up with a way of balancing it so it's not ridiculously priced inside, so people don't feel like it's a wrench. At the moment, I think, and people can tell me differently, but I feel like people are like in a position now where they're just thinking, I don't really like coming here as much as I like going to Goodison. You've got to start making it better for me to come the game.
But then you've got people saying like, oh, I've forgotten about Goodison. Like, I'm happy with Hill Dickinson.
No, I've forgotten about Goodison.
Yeah.
I've forgotten about Goodison in many ways. But you still want the Goodison prices at a Hill Dickinson stadium. It's just the scale is way bigger. So the prices are naturally going to go up. There's 12,000 extra people in there.
Yeah.
I don't expect Goodison prices.
Yeah.
But I expect prices
more realistic.
That are more realistic to the people who are going into the ground.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair enough. I just think that the club aren't doing everything. The price, don't forget, right? I am paying £220 more this season for my seat to watch the same football, basically, slightly better. So I'm paying. So between me and like the family I go with, that's over £1,000 straight away for us. So that's where the money should be coming from, or is coming from. Everton will get external events. Obviously, they have more places within the ground for matchday experiences where that'll come from. I totally understand that. If they're charging £6.50 for a donut, that's just greed. I'm sorry, that's just greed to me. That's just greed. If they had like 20 pence on a pint or something, I get that. But like things like donuts for £6.50, that's just greed.
I do get that. But the thing is, people have been paying it.
No, for me, that lowers the experience though for everybody, because it starts chipping away at people. It really does, and I think you saw that on Saturday. It chips away at people where they might only have they might have bought like 2 pints and now they'll only buy 1 pint, or especially this time of year, or it just starts chipping away. And I think Saturday was a reflection of that.
But I think that combined with the poor performance as well, and I get it, like we've played terribly at Goodison and everyone stayed the full 90 minutes, but they're not leaving because I paid £6.50 at half time for a donut.
No, but it all plays its part, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. It chips away. It chips away because of all these. It's not the only thing. Transport is also a massive part of this, by the way.
I think that's been awful as well, like getting there. Yeah,
transport's a massive part of it, because if you feel like, if you think, if I stay and watch this and we're 4-0 down, and I watch this to the end, and that's going to add an extra hour onto my commute, then what's the point?
I completely agree with that. I do think that's been terribly organised. But I just think people expect, with the stadium upgrade and with the, you know, the improvement in past performances at Hill Dickinson, and then coming off a win against Man United, Newcastle was such a big letdown, and that's why people were leaving early. And because we have been a bit more spoiled with Hill Dickinson, with the new players that we've got this season, people were like, oh, why am I watching this? I'm gonna leave, because this isn't the Everton that I've been promised for 2025, 2026. I don't think it's got to do with the pint prices, because that is what's going to happen.
For someone who's been going, I've been going the game for 40 years.
Yeah.
And I genuinely do believe that people who are like me, who've been going, because don't forget, right, more people like me go the match than people your age.
Yeah.
Right? And I just think it starts chipping away. It does start chipping up, because loads of people were like, maybe didn't want to leave Goodison, but understood they needed to. And I think the experience for people so far is different than what they expected. Everybody knew we were going to pay higher prices. Everybody knew. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. They knew it'd be a higher ticket. Everything would be more expensive. I just think that there's a balance to be found, and I don't think it's been found. Don't get me. Everyone's going to pay higher prices. You're going to pay higher prices over the road than you play the county road.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. I just think that all these things just start chipping away at people, and the community side is another part of it. Is like you might never have got angry or like you've seen before, got up and got off when you were sat next to someone you knew, someone you knew at the game, because you'd have a chat like you were saying before. Whereas now you're just like, I can't be bothered. And I think it's all these things, and it is really hard to like. It's not one thing, by the way. It's not like the prices. It's not like the. I think transport's bigger than prices. Don't get me wrong. I do think transport is like a massive issue that needs to be addressed. Getting in and out of the ground is certainly getting away from the ground. Go on the game. People take the time and will come in at different times, and I get that. But leaving the ground, especially when it's dark. I mean, I heard a woman last night on Radio Merseyside, and she said she got off. I think she said she got off after the 4th because she goes the game on her own, and she just felt that was the right time to leave because she doesn't feel safe. Yeah,
and there's no light around the stadium as well. Like when you're walking off, like there's hardly any like lights or anything. It's so dark. Yeah. And I'm on Saturday, I think I am going to the game by myself, and like the thought of that like does stress me out. Like as a woman going to the match by myself without my dad, I am a bit nervous. So I do get that aspect as well.
Emma's just said, and Emma's someone who doesn't have a season ticket, but she should said, I paid nearly £200 on tickets last month. Then the prices in the stadium on top, it's not sustainable for most fans long term. And that's what I mean. It's like, especially if you haven't got a season ticket. I mean, I pay like $8.20 for mine. Mine's a season ticket. So anyone who's getting a ticket and they're getting them game by game, it does start adding up. And when you're playing poorly, you're just like, I can't be. And it is weird because you think, well, I should be getting every penny out of this. But there is definitely a sweet spot to be hit, and I just don't think Everton are hitting it. And I'm not blaming the club as such. There's so many factors in this, because now that we have all the catering partners and all that, I just don't. There's so many things that need to be addressed. Like the concourses at times are terrible, and that leads to like people not being able to get what they want, and then that drives that little bit of anger up in you, or you can't get to the toilet at the right time, and that And then what happens is people start leaving the seats 10 minutes before half time, and people don't come back till 5 minutes after half time. And people are getting off early. And it's all of these little, that's what I'm saying. It's not like one thing. It's all of these little things that just have an effect. Like you were saying before, like people, like there's a guy sitting by us and he literally came in when Newcastle scored. And it's like, you know that thing of like when someone's trying to get past you, but they're not really getting past you because they're focusing on the game.
Watching,
and you're getting angry at that person and he's getting angry. And everyone's like, and you're like, just sit down, mate. It's all those little things that just chip away at people, and it's really important that Everton like speak to fans as quickly as possible. I think they need to have like not just a fans forum. I think they have to have like working groups of large amounts of fans in different parts of the ground and get to the bottom of like what
like
can
a fan rep or something.
No, like pick 50 fans. Or 25 fans who sit in the East Stand or the West Stand or whatever, and get them on a Zoom call and start having, and I've done one of these before, and start having workshops of what they want, what would improve it, why are they getting off early, why are they coming in late, what would improve the situation, and start, not just the fans forum. The fans forum is like 6 people. Get a good cross platform view of like what can make the experience better. Like I think one thing that might make it better straight away is people maybe changing seats. If people aren't happy with where they sit right now, let Everton need to get in a situation where they need to get like get people into different areas of the ground. That you might have gone, I want to sit there, and there was no opportunities to sit on that other place where I would have been closer to my friends. Even if that closer to your friends means that before the game you get to be together, and then when you go up into the stand you might be away from each other. But if that helps build a better atmosphere before the game, I think Everton have got to start, and listen, they might be, for all I know, they need to start looking at all of these little things that's going to help. And if that means knocking, I'd said before, it's like if that means knocking some money off pints early bird, knocking money off pints to keep it in after the ground, and we've won games, whatever it is, I do feel like there's a lot of little wins to be made. And I think that's what Everton have got to be looking at personally. The other one is the stickers on the seats.
Oh yeah.
So are you aware? So obviously you're aware of this.
I am.
What were your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, isn't it discriminatory language? Is the word they use on the sticker? So the stickers, I've seen a lot of people on social media getting a little bit like, you're not even allowed to swear anymore. Is it swearing that I
spoke to the football club yesterday, and the major word is discrimination on that sticker. It's not swearing. Because
there's like other ways you can say swearing that isn't like swearing and discriminatory language are complete. You can discriminate against someone without swearing. So I think if that is what it is, I do agree with the stickers. They should do something more than just a sticker.
Well, the sticker it's a warning. It's a warning. So basically it's not swearing. No one's having a go at anyone for swearing. I know I'd have about 10 stickers on my seat if it was swearing. Because people are going to swear at a football match. That is just This is not swearing. No. This is not swearing. Let's get that clear, right? This is as it says on the sticker. So anyone who's like, if anyone's putting it out there, basically it's not swearing. So you can make your mind up on what it is from that. Think what that could mean. So basically, that's Everton giving a warning to people, basically saying, we've had reports from this seat that people are saying certain things. You can't ban people because you can't ban people on hearsay, as in like someone's reported it. Everton would have to get evidence on whether it's racism, whether it's homophobia, whether it's misogyny, whatever it is. You can't just ban people. It is basically a warning to people that there's been a report that a person in that seat has used discriminational language. That's what the football club is saying. So I'm just putting it out there. So it's this thing of we're not allowed to swear in the ground anymore.
It's not a thing.
It's not a thing. It's not true. Everyone swears. There's a fella by me. He's going to have a heart attack. He's going to have a heart attack, honestly, because he shouts to the point where he's like, there's no voice left. So he literally does. He shouts. He's like, yeah, by the time he gets to the end of it. So no hard luck stories. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If someone posted it on TikTok being like, ooh, grassed on me, and it's like, you've just made yourself look so stupid by posting that. But I agree. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not here for any kind of that language, any kind of discrimination. I'm not here for it. And I think it should have like a balloon attached to it or something saying, you're an idiot. Yeah. None of that. So, yeah, I can't complain about it at all. And I'm never going to get one of those stickers.
Everyone swears. Everyone swears when they go to the match.
Everyone swears. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible for it.
Craig, can I just say that's the most dickhead comment I've ever read in my life? Like, literally the biggest dickhead comment I've ever read. Honestly, if I read another comment like that again from you, I will literally just ban you from this channel. That is the biggest dickhead comment ever. I have no issue saying that. So, absolutely, just if that's your mentality, then I'll just ban you from this channel, because that's just absolutely, yeah. Yeah, there's absolutely no place for racism, homophobia, or misogyny at the match. There's other people around you who are affected. I know this. I know this because I've heard reports myself personally of how this affects people and how it affects their matchday experience. Basically, people will stop going the game because someone thinks it's fine to shout something, like whether it be at a player or whoever.
Makes everyone feel uncomfortable around you.
You can. I'm not being funny, right? You can swear your head off as much as you want. Don't get me wrong. If there's like, even we've all gone the match since we were kids. Your dad would say to you, "You'll hear swearing," and some dads might even go, "You can swear, but this is the only place you can swear." We've all grew up with that. But when it crosses that line, and it becomes more than that, there's just no place for that. And I don't care if it's a group of lads who think they're amazing, who are like, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. There's no place for it whatsoever. Because if you're making you have no idea. You might be like, look at us all, but you have no idea the person to the right, the person to the left. I mean, there's no place for it. Shouldn't be any place for it in society in general. But the minute you open your mouth, and you are going to make other people feel uncomfortable, and you know, it's yeah. So to see a comment like that in our comments is just embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. You need to have like a massive look at yourself. So there you go. Anyway, Bournemouth tonight.
Yeah.
Tough game.
Yeah.
They've got a few missing. You know, they picked up a few yellow cards and red cards at the end of their game on Saturday. They haven't been winning that many. They're only a point ahead of us.
Oh no, but you can't be saying this.
I'm just saying it.
I know. You're just saying facts, aren't you?
I'm just saying facts.
I'll be live streaming it tonight on TikTok. And
can't wait.
I have to say to my mum and dad, like, you can't swear, you'll get a sticker otherwise. And because obviously I'll get banned from TikTok for swearing on live. And oh gosh, yeah. I told you why I got banned from TikTok. I got banned from TikTok live because a man asked to see my feet.
Your feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
My trosses. And I didn't even, and I got banned for it. Yeah. So TikTok Live is very particular about that. But I'm really nervous because I think the confidence level is at a new low. What David Moyes said after the game was like, why would you say that?
I had no issue with that.
No, but I get it. Like, be negative.
Newcastle.
You shouldn't praise that.
Newcastle are, squad-wise, streets ahead of us.
Yeah.
Right, streets ahead of us. And all he was doing, he was just deflecting it. He was taking the pressure off the team, effectively by saying that.
I get that, but
I know fans don't want to hear it, but you know they have spent a fortune, and they have got a much better squad. They showed it on Saturday. They've got a much better.
It was just, but I don't know. Yeah, so I think we're going to be going into it feeling a bit defeated, feeling a bit like bruised and hurt after Saturday, and obviously we're away, and I am really, really nervous for it. And I think Bournemouth had a really good start to the season as well. They have been a bit. They've
like lost 3 of the last 4. They've won 3 in 10. They had a really good start.
Yeah,
but they haven't been amazing the last few games. But here comes Everton.
I think what I'm stressing about and what a lot of people are stressing about is in that midfield, we clearly missed a Gay on Saturday, and yes, you played without him against Man United and blah blah blah, but I just think Timo Boonen was not the answer that we needed, and like that 3rd goal, in my opinion, was his fault. I mean, obviously he didn't do it on purpose. Like, he had good ideas in that game, but just
he was terrible. He was terrible.
Poorly executed.
He was terrible.
And
he was terrible. Don't
be nice to him.
Don't.
I know, but
have you got a TikTok date with him or something? He was terrible. He's a grown man. He was terrible. It happens in games of football. That 3rd goal, everyone was terrible. It was like the worst goal I've ever seen in my life as an Evertonian.
It was, and it was like it didn't actually go in. Did it actually go in? Oh my gosh, that
centre back getting back.
It was a horrendous game, yeah, and so I'm just nervous about tonight because I know I hope he's not going to be starting.
I doubt it.
What I want is I want James Garner at right back because I feel like other teams. I know
it's not going to happen.
I know. I did just say it's not going to happen, but this is what I want to happen. I want James Garner at right back. Obviously we can't have Gay on, but I would, in an ideal world, I would like him. I'd love Merlin Roll to start, but he's just had surgery. What else? I'd like 2 up front because Tieno Barry's not getting. He's just not getting.
I would want 2 when the second one's called Beto.
No, but I wouldn't have Beto.
Who would you have then?
Alcaraz.
That's not really 2 up front. That's split strikers.
Come
on, play a bit of Championship, man.
Okay, I didn't grow up playing FIFA, but I think what we saw was so obvious on Saturday was they kept playing these long balls into the box, and they were just the defenders. Newcastle's defense were just too good. Like we couldn't.
Well, they scored the goal, and once they scored the goal, they knew all they had to do was just sit back and then hit us on the break. It was perfect for them.
Yeah.
Tonight we just have to be a little bit more defensive shaped early on, and then grow into the game and hope that they don't score, because if they score, they'll win.
Yeah.
Gary Ward says Hardy in the comments. Mark Mack says, with Moyes saying a few players were carrying knocks in the last game and another game to come on Saturday, is there anyone on the team is a non-negotiable, has to play through the pain? All players play through pain. All players, everyone who does any kind of sport plays through the pain. I've got a sore knee and I've got to go and do an AK after this. No, but you've got to, haven't you? You've got to, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? You don't just go. Yeah. You don't just go.
I've got a sore throat, but I've come on today.
Exactly. You don't just go. People go to work with colds, or people go to work with whatever. James comes here. He can't even park, but he comes here. He comes here. You've got to just get. Players will be strapped up, tape on, spray on. In the old days, you used to inject them so they didn't. In the old days, right, when they only had
the old days.
No, but proper old days, they used to just inject them.
Yeah.
And with cortisol and so that they wouldn't make to feel.
That's awful.
I know that's what they used to do.
We shouldn't bring that.
They used to go, can you play? And they go, I've got the physio would go, he's not doing so well. And then the player, he'd go to the player, do you want to play? And he'd go, I want to play. And he'd go, doctor. And the doctor would take them in the room and inject them.
That's horrible.
Right? So their leg was numb or whatever was numb.
How are they playing with a numb leg? That's silly.
They're professional footballers.
They just fall over.
Professional footballers.
When I've got a dead leg, I can't stand up.
It's not quite the same. It's more take the feeling away of the pain in that area. But the stuff caused long-term damage.
Yeah, I'm not
Isn't
surprised.
it footballers can't run in that now?
So we've got Derek Mountfield and who else? There's 3 of the 85 team who've got fused ankles. So they've gone in for operations and they've had their ankles fused so that there's no movement in it simply because when they played, they were like given injections. Like there used to be a player who used to play for Liverpool, and he couldn't walk once he got to like 50 because both of his knees were just kaput because of all the injections. Because the knees are absolutely gone, but they don't know. They're just like like going full target and running back. Yeah.
And
I think they probably still do it in certain parts of the body. That would be like maybe the shoulder. Like, because it's obviously you just stick a little injection
unless
in.
you're Virgil van Dijk stopping balls like that. Those are really important.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that? Sorry, that was sorry. I won't bring that up. Sorry.
David Savage says, I would go for Garner, KDH and Charlie, with Charlie pushing on. My main worry is Barry still hasn't had a shot on target in the Premier League. Even the disallowed goal at the weekend, he missed it with his head, hit his hand, and then miskicked it in so bad. Yeah. Derek Cummins says, down to Bournemouth for a Tuesday night game. Good to see the Premier League took the away fans into consideration with the fixture list. I'd stop worrying about what the Premier League do. They don't care. They're not arsed. They're not arsed. They moved our game from a Saturday to a Sunday, now back to a Saturday night on the Saturday before Christmas. They don't care. We've played Man United, Sunderland and Leeds on Monday nights away from home. They don't care. He also says it can only be Garner, KDH with Alcaraz in the forward role, or go 4-3-3 and have Tim Garner KDH. Tim can't be as bad as he was on Saturday. Can he? Can he?
I don't know. I wouldn't risk it. I'm sorry.
No, I wouldn't.
He was so like I did try to defend him. If he's watching, I did try to defend you, but it was just.
Mark Max says, going back to the early conversation, Lukaku used to get abuse, but the Strat could do no wrong. Rom, the best player we've had in 20 years. Laughing face. There you go. Charlie H's opinions on the link to Anthony Robinson, Ped. Just get much improved player in that position or is his age a concern for you? Yeah, spoke about it before, mate. Lions, he says, afternoon lads and fellow Blues. Charl. He didn't put Charl, he's put Shah. Doesn't even put an L in it, he's just put Shah. Like, oh my god, Shah. You're smashing the Crimbo hat and jumper combo. As I said yesterday, Jack is the best player since James Rodriguez by far, with Keane a close second. Everyone else bar Jared should be worried. Do you think Anthony Robinson's worthy of a return? So many things you've just said. Yeah, I do think he's worthy of a return if the money's right and he's not injured.
Yeah, and he's better than what we've got now. No more injections.
No more injections. Blue Keely says, I was pretty gutted when he left us. Just couldn't get any minutes. So made sense. We'll be happy getting him back. That's on Anthony Robinson. Blue Keely says, I was gutted for Barry when it went in. I thought at least we'd have something to be happy about. Taylor Ewart says, I see one of Baz's favourite teams. Striker transfer targets Tyrone Moffey once out of Nice after being targeted by fans, which is interesting reason for a transfer request. He is one of Baz's favourites.
No.
He's got like a pillow of him, his face on.
Shut up.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
You're joking.
No. Did you see what happened with that club? With the ultras turned up to the training ground and just battered them all.
What, battered the players?
Battered the players
like,
and the manager and the technical director. Yeah.
I mean, if that's not a reason to move, I don't know really what is. Do you know what I mean? Blue Keely says, I've missed 2 home games this season and we've lost them both. So think the club need to hurry up and let me have a season ticket. Oh, you. Phil Stevens says, though these people would never survive a 4-0 battering against Bolton. No, they wouldn't, mate. They wouldn't. Jerry the Jock says, after 3-4 games, you can tell who the season ticket holders are. So I just introduced myself and son to the left and in front. Now they won't shut up. He. But we already networking our tickets to each other for extra family tickets. Could not make the Arsenal game, so Suffolk Blue gets 2 extra tickets. Moral of the story is, just introduce yourself and it will be like Goodison in no time. Let's make Jerry the Jock our
spokesperson.
Our introducer. Just going round, just welcoming people.
Charlotte,
hello.
And you are.
And you are. Man who doesn't like being in Charlotte's pictures or videos. You are.
What?
You said he was on.
Oh, yeah. He was like, oh, that's me in your vlog. You didn't ask. Yeah. So embarrassing.
Rich Parry says, we got 5 pieces of chicken this week. Bonus.
Shut up. In one thing.
You are a lucky, lucky man.
Wow.
Blue Keely says the 1878 stuff, flags and tifos, would have been pocket change for a club to fund and would have helped so much. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I just don't understand how it's got to December and we still haven't had anything from the 1878 and they are trying to fund. I just don't get that. I don't get that whatsoever. There should have been like the first priority from the football club was just give them what they want.
Yeah.
Give them what they want and let's create a boss atmosphere. Brian Ball says, sorry, Charlotte. Full title. Fully agree with Ped on the prices. It's far too expensive at the ground. The club will lose the hardcore fans the way they are going. Cooper's Tour says, Ped, have Toffee TV approached Everton just to give them some of your simple, brilliant ideas? Just common sense. No, they haven't. Why would they? It's too busy knocking on Charlotte's door, trying to make TikToks with her or some stuff.
No, what? Like, Everton haven't done that.
They don't know where you live.
Good.
Okay.
That's scary.
Why would it be scary if Everton knew? Surely they do know where you live. They've got your reference number.
Oh, yeah, they actually,
They
yeah.
know where you live.
Spooky.
Jake Ablett says, Ped, the key thing you mentioned in your match reaction the other day was players engaging. This is Garner Gay's main attribute, and we severely lacked this on Saturday. I expect a reaction tonight.
Gosh, I'm actually really stressed. So who do you think is going to be starting tonight then?
I think Carlos Alcaraz will probably start.
Have you not watched Ped's Starting 11 show?
No.
Wow.
She doesn't watch any of my
Came out
videos.
yesterday.
I'm not a fan.
+7.
She's pure hate.
I'm a friend.
She's a hater. She's a hater.
No, because I can just speak to you in person about it rather than watching it
She
online.
goes on other channels and mocks us, I bet you. Bet you. She goes, hey, Ryan, this is so much more fun than Toffee TV.
I would
So
never
much
do
more fun. All they talk about is going to Trafford Centre and giant JD Sports.
Thought we got past it.
We'll never get past it.
It's not going to happen.
But the Christmas advert was a really good idea, and we should do that, but just not today. Maybe for next year. You just got to go to Trafford Centre wearing Christmas jumpers and done a little video. That'd been amazing. So many boxes ticked. So many.
And I get
boxes.
to go to the big JD.
Big JD. Could have gone the pitch. Could have gone tonight and gone the way. You couldn't because Everton are playing. But Paul Davis says, are people getting a sticker on their seat for calling Anthony Gordon a tart? If so, I'll be getting one on Saturday.
His weird headband. He's giving Bender like Beckham.
I don't know whether tart is referenced as a discriminationary thing.
If I was called a tar, I think that would be
bad. But what I would say is, and I know you make, but there are words that people say, and they don't realise that those words are offensive, and that's all it is. And maybe there are words, but if Charlotte's right, if someone called Charlotte a tart, that's different from
which they do.
That's different.
I get Matchday tart on TikTok.
Oh, I think more like Matchday hussy.
We'll see.
What?
That's an old word.
Yeah, that's from like.
Yeah, that's a terrible word. That's why it was a joke. But it's the same. It's the same reference. But there are words that people don't maybe realise.
I'm watching James like Google it or something.
Yeah, it's definitely Google. Hey, you do see James Google quite a lot of things.
He's like he strokes his chin and he's
But I like that though because I hate when people say, like last night. I saw someone make a video about this other video, right?
Make a video.
I know they made a video, VAR video. It just fell on TikTok, on YouTube, but it's probably on TikTok. And he made this video of these Americans sitting around, and it was this girl, and they were probably a bit younger than you. And this girl,
it's not hard, is it?
No, but this girl genuinely believed that Americans ring the emergency service and they ring 911, and that came in after 9/11.
They think she thinks they called 911 after 9/11.
No. So they think the emergency service number was
in
different.
Remembrance
was
of
different.
9/11.
Yeah. So she thought that it became 911 after 9/11, and she was adamant. But what was scary was one of the lads was like, I'm not sure about that. And then this other lad basically had to go. So instead of just going, you are wrong, you're an idiot, the lad Googled it and just like, it came in 19...
Maybe she made a really convincing argument.
No, she didn't. She was like, she just based... No, when someone... She didn't make a convincing argument. She just believed it so much that... And she went, no, before that, you just used to ring your local doctor. Because 2001 was so long ago. But and the lad was like, no.
We just go outside and shout for a police officer.
She was like, the lad was like, no, 1968 that came in. And she was like, oh, I could have swear it had something to do with 9/11. And then, but then the girl goes, so isn't that, she was like, did they do 9/11? No, she went, it's so weird that they did 9/11 on...
I mean, it is a spooky coincidence, isn't it?
No, but the next words out of her mouth was, wow, that's so weird that they did 9/11 on 9/11.
Well, no, I get what she means.
No, I know, no, please.
No, but like that is a coincidence, like a crazy, like they didn't plan it or anything, but like.
But they did plan it, clearly.
Yes, I know they did plan it, but not to be on like, oh, we're gonna do it on 9/11 because they call 911 for an emergency. Like that is like a bit of a spooky coincidence, don't you think?
That's definitely part of a conspiracy theory.
No, let's stop right there.
Well, you started it.
No, but I'm just pointing. But my point was, I'd much rather James Googled something straight off the bat that he didn't know, right? Yeah. Then come out and say something stupid. Because I see this on, like, say, Twitter and stuff all the time, where someone asks you a question that they have literally the same thing that they are using to put this message out, they could be using. Like, I don't put stuff out there without spell checking it. Never mind, like, saying something. I would never go, has anyone, you might want an opinion on something. Oh, has anyone watched that film? Or have you watched this TV show? Oh, what's it like? Because opinions are important to like gather stuff, but facts are different. So the idea of asking other people a stupid question that you can just literally Google, I'm all day for James Googling something. So he goes, oh, is that what it means? Like when people are just like, yeah, that means this. And it's like, no, it doesn't. And in the meantime, you've made yourself look like a fucking idiot.
Just James fact checking. Like
James fact checks and that's good. He's just working out what hussy means.
He's in his little office. That's so cute. Aww.
Yeah.
I am nervous.
Also, what's weird is, right? What's weird is, in America, it really should be 11/9, not 9/11.
11th of November.
Yeah, that's how they do that. That's how they do dates.
Yeah.
So that's weird that they do it that way. Plays into conspiracy.
November 11th.
EV says, I thought the United result was fantastic.
No, 11th of September.
But I have made my mind up on Moyes. Think we just get rid at the end of the season, get someone exciting in it. He will always be the same guy with negative traits. He did a really good job when he first came in. Reverted to type, night to gunfight after spending 100 million. Sorry if it just upsets anyone. I'd rather remember the first time around fondly, then it gets worse and worse with him. Football's moved on. We spent 100 million to remain the same. Football isn't fun to watch when we're not exciting. We are more exciting than we're on the dice, but it'll take something bad not to be. I know, mate, but also we've spent 100 million and we've got like 3 players out of that. Like the team is the majority of the team is the same team. That's the point, isn't it? It's not like it's much different. The majority of the team is the same team. He says, there we are. So many exciting managers out there we could go and get. The likes of Bournemouth, Palace, Brighton all find it easily enough. But Palace managers slagging their club off for not spending money. The problem is Everton have, even though they spent loads of money, have still only got like 3 players in the team. Diblin would make 4 if he played.
I thought he was quite good against Newcastle in his like 10 minutes.
It's just, it is what it is right now. Let's just like get to the end of the season and see what we're doing. I mean, this time last week, we were all in like cloud cuckoo land, weren't we? We were all properly like bouncing off the walls. Like, this is literally football, isn't it? This is literally football right now.
It is literally football.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do the American way, don't they?
Yeah.
But I got you confused, didn't I?
No, I said November instead of September.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's November is 11. I'm not gonna.
Jake Abbott says, "How long do you give it until a SWAT team bursts into the studio due to James's Google searches?"
There's been some bad ones.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Something on Twitter, and it was just naked fellas.
James.
Something about a Brazilian fella.
I just wouldn't have admitted that like ever.
Why would you say that?
No, because I acted shocked and they saw me, and then I had to bring it up.
To be fair, my first week here,
Yeah.
there was something really weird on the laptop, like someone's feet or something, like
They were
Ned's
yours.
feet. they weren't my feet. Like,
my feet are amazing.
yeah.
I don't know if they were Ned's feet. I can't remember that.
I remember it.
Daniel Church is also getting the wife to get me a Christmas jumper from Toffee TV. Undecided which one, yeah.
Which ones have you got?
I've got this one.
Hark now, hear the Toffee sing, and it's Dixie Dean.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
there's a stadium one as well, which is really good, but we haven't got it in the studio yet.
And this one's like Chang.
Kieran says, Ped, I'm really worried about Moyes. He could have us in the bottom four by Christmas. He could, but he could also have us in the top six by Christmas. I don't know. The problem is that we just don't have the play. The manager didn't make a Giscana Gay smack another player. He didn't make Malin Roll get injured.
What was his surgery for? Did we know?
Hernia.
I've got a hernia. Crazy.
Gordon says, fancy us tonight to win. A wounded lion comes to mind.
Wounded Ryan.
Lion, yeah.
Lion?
Not Ryan.
I got confused. Who's a lion?
Everton. Apparently. I don't know if we are a wounded.
If we were an animal, we wouldn't be a lion.
No, we'd be like a penguin.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we are. That's the most accurate thing you've said. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's the most accurate
Everton is such a penguin.
Yeah, we're such a penguin.
That's actually wild to me. That was spot on.
Steve P says Robinson would be a major upgrade on Mikalenko. Let's be honest, he'd instantly improve us. Help. Him not getting a great defender means nothing to me. But Ped, do you think he'd actually come back? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's a Red. So what? He's a footballer. I used to play against him as a kid. His nan lived down the road from me in Hunts Cross.
Well, my brother used to play with him.
I don't think him being a Red really matters. He's never going to play for Liverpool. So, and he's a professional footballer. I don't know whether he'd play for us. I really don't. Yeah. But it is just, there is definitely like as I said before, this time last week, we were all buzzing. All buzzing. That's football, isn't it? We are a team that are going to have some good results.
Highs and lows.
And we're going to have some bad results. I don't know whether I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how tonight is going to go.
Exactly.
Do you have any predictions?
No, I don't do predictions. They're nonsense.
Do it.
Then I don't do predictions. They're nonsense. They're absolute nonsense. What I think in my mind does not affect tonight's game.
You can manifest it, though.
I can't. You can't manifest football. You can't.
I almost manifested Tieno Barry's first goal.
Yeah, but almost again clearly shows you didn't. So, I don't know. Who knows?
Do you want to see my TikTok then?
I thought you were going to say something weird then. I'm not going to unveil it now because it might make me cry. And I want to cry in front of the audience.
Okay.
I don't think you... Okay. Do you want me a live reaction?
I mean, I think that could be quite funny, but you don't have to.
All right, let me see.
I'm nervous, though. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say this now. Don't hate me, Ped. All right, let's see. There's no sound on it.
You'll have to start from the beginning.
It's nice.
Do you think it's funny?
Yeah, it's yeah. It's great. I'm not offended by it because it'd have to be clever to offend me, and I don't think it's clever. I think it's crass.
Am I going to get a sticker?
There's going to be a sticker.
Next time I'm here.
Don't be crass sticker. You've crassed me off.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm so red after that.
Yeah, tart.
Did you not hear that? You think that's funny?
You think that's funny?
I'm
You think that's funny? Yeah, James. You're here to moderate. Yeah, James. Right. What else? Daniel Church says, at least we've definitely got Garner and Njai for Chelsea game. After that, we need Dibble and the rest to step up. We'll be fine and safe. Listen, it could be, if we win tonight, then who knows? We've got Forest at home on Saturday.
Yeah.
Not saying we're going to win. I'm just saying we've got Forest on Saturday. And then it gets a little bit tougher. And then we've got Burnley. And then we've got Forest again. There's a lot of games. I think the lack of players is really going to make it a little bit harder for us. But
it's very Everton style, though, isn't
football, isn't it?
It's very Everton coded.
We just, I think for everyone's like morale, we could do with something tonight going into the game on Saturday.
Yeah. But that's what happened the week just gone. We had something against Man United. We go into the game on Saturday and it was pretty bad. I don't know. I saw a lot of people saying that Njai shouldn't start today.
No, those people are wrong.
Aren't they weird?
They're weird.
They said that he's too tired. And that he can't play a full game.
He's too tired, yeah.
And isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy. People are weird. People are just weird.
I don't know if they were just like trying to rage bait people. I don't know, but I thought that was
they're
crazy.
professional footballers. Professional footballers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In 3 games, he's got 3 games left, and then we don't see him for like
However
4
long.
weeks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
And
like,
they're gonna do well. I reckon.
let him be tired. He can be tired for Senegal, but he's playing for us.
Salah he went for Liverpool.
What now?
Salah he went, doesn't he?
No.
Swear they let him because they've got friendlies.
Swear
Oh
down.
yeah, because I saw that.
Well, maybe I don't think
That's
it's. No,
why
I
it is
don't.
that.
I think it is.
But
I think
he won't let Marmoush go.
I think he
Marmoush.
goes before their game. The weekend we play Chelsea, is it? Because I think Egypt have called them up early, but I think Senegal are leaving ours for the Chelsea game.
Hark now, hear
So
the Toffees sing.
let's see what happens anyway.
King.
Big game. Anyway, me and James. What time are we back? Coming back, J-Mo?
It's 4.5 to do.
4:30. Me and J-Mo will be live once
J-Mo.
again on YouTube. So 4:30 for the build up to the game. Me and the J-Mo. The J-Mo.
The J-Mo.
That's how he's referred to. The J-Mo. The J-Mo.
The J-Mo.
The J-Mo. There you go. I'm trying to see. The J-Mo. Just thinking about the battering I'm getting on TikTok.
I don't think there's. It's just funny though, right? Don't you think it's funny?
It's sort of funny, but it's also devious, isn't it? Isn't it, James? Devious.
Have I started something?
It feels like from now on, no one can trust you with anything. No one can trust you with anything.
It's just like a funny, silly, haha, little joke. No. You don't.
Yeah, if you want.
So 80
Yeah.
bucks.
It's actually over 40 years I've been on the game because my first season was 84, 85. So it's actually over 40 years since I've been on the game.
Well, you'll remember then when we beat them in 1985 away.
Bournemouth.
Yeah. We've only beat them twice away from home. One was in 1985 and one was in 2016.
Woo.
So you'll remember that one.
Oh, yeah, clear as day.
2-0 in the League Cup.
There you go. Clear as day. I remember
7th
that.
of October.
I think I was out that night. I think I was at a party or something. Probably.
Do you want to know the starting line?
I was at an anti-Charlotte party.
Neville Southall, John Bailey, Kevin Ratcliffe, Gary Stevens, Pat Vandenau, Paul Bracewell, Kevin Richardson, Kevin Sheedy, Trevor Stephen, Gary Lineker and Graham Shaw.
Amaze.
Gary Lineker and Kevin Richardson scored. It was 2-0.
What a time to be alive. Let's just repeat that tonight.
Come on.
Let's just go down there and win.
2-0, was it? 2-0?
Yeah, just do that again.
Yeah.
And then we did in 2016 2-0.
2-0.
Lukaku.
Both of them are in the cup, though.
We haven't beaten them in the league. But we've
Let's
only
just-
played them 24 times.
Let's just pretend this is a cup game. Let's pretend it's a cup game.
It's a midweek game, so it feels like one.
I feel like you hate me.
How upset you've made them.
Crimson says James is the Toffee TV Susie Dent.
Who's
I know who
Susie?
Susie Dent is. Oh, is she off?
Criminal Minds or something?
No.
Oh,
Countdown.
Countdown, she's off countdown, yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was like, you know, in Criminal Minds where they like get the person behind the computer to like search things up.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I would have just gone like that. That's what Google.
Or am I giving the 9/11 girl energy?
You're giving her a run for
Don't
her.
want that.
You're giving her a run for her money.
That title. Might the 9/11 girl.
She's gonna Google anything that happened on 999 though, just to check if that's
My
why.
brother was born on the 9th of the 9th.
Was it at 9 o'clock?
Oh, it might have been.
It wasn't.
It's 9 minutes past 9.
Yeah.
Right, we'll be back
Sorry.
at 4:30. Catch us all then. Bye.
Merry Christmas.